The brief roar of the V's. 52. In the tense post-war years, Czechoslovakia stood at a crossroads, caught between Western engineering and Soviet standardization. From this crucible emerged a cartridge that defied conformity, the 7.62 by 45 mm. Rimless, bottlenecked, and distinctly Czech, it was a technical statement of independence. Fired by the VZ-52 rifle, its light machine gun variant, the ZB530, this cartridge packed a sharper punch than its Soviet cousin, the 7.62 by 39 mm. With muzzle energy on par with the venerable .30 Winchester, it offered range and power in a compact intermediate form. The case held 2.79 milliliters of propellant space, shaped for reliable feeding and extraction. Even in the grit and chaos of battlefield conditions, it could handle up to 62,366 psi of pressure, proofed at 125% for sale in CIP-regulated countries. The common rifling twist rate for the 7.62 AKK 45 mm cartridge is 280 mm, or one full turn every 11.03 inches, with 4 grooves. This twist rate stabilizes medium-weight projectiles effectively, contributing to the cartridge's reputation for accuracy. Though dimensionally similar to cartridges like the 5.56 NATO and 223 Remington, the 7.62 AKK 45 mm was its own beast. Reloading it in the United States became a niche pursuit, with wildcatters and gunsmiths exploring conversions to 6.5 Grendel, 300 Savage, and even the experimental 7x46 mm Universal Intermediate Assault cartridge. But the cartridge was only half the story. The VZ-52 rifle, 7x62 mm Samona Bajeci Puska Vazor 52, was a shoulder-fired semi-automatic rifle, developed shortly after World War II. VZ stood for Vizor, meaning model, and this model was bold. Originally manufactured by Pavatsky Strojana, production was later taken over by Česká zbrojovka Uherský Brod due to difficulties. Mechanically, the rifle featured a tilting bolt locking mechanism powered by an annular short-stroke gas piston system. Unlike typical rear tipping bolts, the VZ-52's bolt tipped forward to lock, a mechanical quirk that set it apart. The barrel was press-fit and pinned into the receiver. Its safety nestled inside the trigger guard, manipulated by the shooter's index finger. The trigger mechanism echoed the American M1 Garand, while the cocking handle rode the right side of the bolt carrier. Iron sights ranged from 100 to 950 meters, and optional optics could mount to a receiver side rail. The stock, carved from walnut or beech, held cleaning tools in its hollowed butt, and featured a folding blade bayonet tucked into a recess on the right. Feeding from a 10-round detachable box magazine, the VZ-52 was designed for rapid reloading via stripper clips. A guide milled into the bolt carrier aligned perfectly when locked open, a necessity as infantrymen were issued only 2 magazines each. Spent casings ejected forward and left with vigorous flare. Conversion and legacy. Under Soviet pressure, the Czech military rechambered the rifle to fire the 7.62 by 39 mm round, creating the VZ-5257. Identical in form but different in barrel and magazine, the 5257 featured a chromium-plated bore and chamber, making it rarer and often better preserved. While original magazines could be used, feeding reliability suffered. The VZ-52 was soon replaced by the VZ-58, but its legacy traveled far. Thousands were shipped to Soviet allies and guerrilla forces in Grenada, Somalia, Cuba, and Afghanistan. Cuba alone donated over 12,000 rifles to Angola during its intervention. Today, the Czech Castle Guard still carries chrome-finished, deactivated VZ-52s with darkened wood stocks as ceremonial arms, a gleaming echo of a bygone era. Collectors can still find the VZ-52 on auction sites, priced between $600 and $1,200. The rarer VZ-5257 often commands 3 to 4 times that, thanks to its compatibility with the more common Soviet round and its limited production run. Ammunition, however, is scarce and expensive. $2.50 to $4 per round, often sold in 15-round boxes on stripper clips. Plus tax and shipping, of course. Forum chatter paints the rifle as fun and accurate, though ammo scarcity remains a hurdle. Some enthusiasts explore conversion to the 5257's configuration, but such work is best left to qualified gunsmiths. The VZ-52 is not just a rifle, it's a relic of resistance, a machine that dared to be different in a world demanding conformity. And that's it, the VZ-52 was just that, a short moment in time, born of innovation shaped by politics and then quietly replaced, but it never truly vanished. It lives on in the hearts and hands of collectors, military enthusiasts, and anyone who appreciates the beauty of a machine that dared to be different. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. It helps more than you know. Drop a comment below if there's a rifle or cartridge you'd like to see featured next. I'd love to dive into it. And if you'd be so kind as to subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. I'm hoping to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and every click brings us closer. And in the words of Oliver Cromwell, put your trust in God, my boys, and keep your powder dry.